The first Wednesday of every month, we have something called Charla Cafe, which is it's just an informative coffee chat, basically. And we invite different community partners to come and talk to our parents about either services in the community or things they can do at home to support their kids. So this one next week, we have one. It was supposed to be today, but we changed it for the learning walk so they could see a Charla Cafe in action. We will be having Doctora Marisol, and she is she's a famous therapist in the area, and she has a radio program, and so the parents are, when she shows up, they show up. And she's going to be talking about teaching social emotional literacy to your kids. So tips for parents at home and what they can do to help their kids with that. And we also talk about, like next time we'll be talking about Medi-Cal and CalFresh services and how to sign up and what are the myths around it, because sometimes families don't sign up, they're underused services. And we talk about, how to be prepared with your child's conference. So we really talk about things that either have come up on parent surveys, because we do a parent survey every year, or that we hear chit-chat in the community about. So another thing that Marisol, Doctora Marisol is going to be talking about is relieving the stress of homework, because that's another issue that the parents were talking about amongst themselves and came into the Family Center at San Pedro and asked to know more about. Mm-hmm. So we just go with what's the hot topic basically in the community. Last year we did some stuff around immigration reform and some of the changes that have been happening. We do get a huge turnout for our summer program information night or morning. That's a charla. And then, so on top of the charlas, we also do ESL classes for adults, and that starts in the spring, and it usually runs for 11 weeks. We do a series of parenting classes called Triple P, and we do that through a partnership with the Parents Place down in San Rafael. And we do another parenting series with Doctora Marisol, and she does that here, and she uses several different curriculums, and she's run that for about 8 weeks. And then we do a program called the Latino Family Literacy Program, and it's an 11-week program as well, and it's once a week, and the parents come in, they get a new book to practice reading at home with their child, and a bilingual book, and then they do a project around that on how to tell their own family story. And Alma teaches that, the same one who did this beautiful altar behind me. And what else? Oh my gosh, we do so many things. We do family garden days, one Wednesday a month. We just had a family art class in order to construct our altar. We just had a pre-K collaborative night last week, and we had like 110 parents show up. And, when you look in the gym, you go, oh my God, like how can we even support this many parents? But you know what? Because we have so many partners working with us, it actually worked out fine and it went smooth. But initially you can look at some of our events and some of our workshops and think like, oh my God, this is too many people. Like this can't be quality when there's this many people. But it works. I mean, it really does work here. And the parents, they love to come out to the workshop. So that's why we have so many.